Welcome back to the Track Moto Heads. I'm Foge, and today we are doing round one of the ARK Novice Motocross Championship. I've been planning on doing this for a while now, so today's finally the day we get to do it. We wind up getting an amazing start, ripping around the outside, feeling good, and then yeah, we wind up having a little bit of problems in this corner. I get a little bit carried away, a little squirrely. Luckily, he goes down, and we're in the lead. Right out of the gate, we're in the lead. And I think to myself, you know what? I need to just throw right there. Boom. That way we can make this difficult and come from the back, right? Like a real man.
Let's go. Who comes out with our hole shot? It was Jaxie, but he goes down. It's going to be Foge into that one spot. We got Dylan in the 2, Turbo Timmy in the 3. Oh, as Foge goes down in the lead, riders running into him. This is the epitome of the novice class, ladies and gentlemen.
So after the beating stop, we can get back to our feet in the classic almost dead last position. That's where everybody starts from. Even if you get the whole shot, it doesn't matter. You're starting from dead last. Somebody's got to do it, right? And everyone will do it. I'm not a huge fan of the 22 track. For whatever reason, I just find myself bouncing around like a pogo stick off of everything on this track, and it makes me have to ride extremely timid. The other thing too is I'm just nervous. This is my first like real big event. This is the first time I've done anything outside of like a normal ranked race. So everybody here is pretty serious fellas when it comes to their racing. I'm just trying to get those jitters out of the way, especially finding yourself in the lead there for a split second. You know, even though it was a very short second, that still gets the adrenaline pumping. So while we're trying to get our way back up to the front, I just wanted to have a big shout out to the ARK guys for putting this event on. And for the Goat Locker guys for doing the stuff that they do for the vets. They're trying to help them get into online racing and help them out with online sim racing. It's not just for MX bikes, it's for a bunch of different stuff. So huge shout outs to any of those guys. If you have the ability to donate to the Goat Locker racing guys, or the means to do it, you know, recommend giving them a look. That turn right there, I struggled with all day. Just, if you don't carry enough you gotta, ride this perfect line of momentum. If you don't have enough momentum, you're going to bobble when you're coming out of the turn and tip over. If you have too much momentum, you just scoot right off the edge of the berm and drop down to the bottom of the turn. And then your life is a real nightmare to try to get back up and go all the way up that hill. The game really doesn't like it when you start at the bottom of hills from a dead stop, so I was trying to hug that inside as much as possible, because going down up there, you can get up faster. It's kind of like novice strategy, I guess. You can get up faster if you go down at the top and get going again, because there's kind of like a semi-flat spot up there. Then you can if you go with kind of the safer line at the bottom. If you go down there, you're just losing like 10 or 15 seconds right there. Doesn't matter how little the tip over was, how fast you got back up on the bike, you just lost 10 seconds. So I pretty much religiously go to the inside there. Oof. And then we crash right at the face of the finish line and try to get going before Thirsty can get back past us, but he gets back up, and yeah, we're still just trying to contain and pull ourselves together so that we can start getting up there, because I know that I'm quite a bit faster than a lot of these guys towards the back, but I'm just making so many mistakes myself. And then while I'm trying to get past these guys, because I'm sure they're all nervous too, I'm sure it's the first time for a lot of these guys, it's just full chaos every lap, all the way to the end. So this is kind of how the race continues from here on out. I get past these guys. I probably pass Thirsty here in 20th about a dozen times. I get past them, I'll break away a couple of seconds, and then I go down. And just rinse and repeat. I probably did that 3 or 4 times throughout the race. Eventually, we finally wind up working our way and getting away from all these guys, like on the last 2 laps of the race, and I get up to 16th, and that's where we wind up finishing out Moto 1. I completely forget to record the first half a lap or so of Moto 2. I just forget to press the button before we get going. We're going to see the first half a lap or so of Moto 2 through the eyes of the streamer who's streaming all these ARK events for Goat Racing. You can find him on Twitch. Seems like a really good dude.
Who doesn't look good for him? Big pile up yet again. Everybody going for it. It's going to be Finley with that hole shot, that MMR, KRSD, KTM, but Dooms to the MX Social, looking to go the inside, but does not get it done. And we got Foge in that 3 spot, J-Lu in the 4 spot, Fluffy in the 5. We got Red Bull in that 6 spot, Schematic in the 7th, El Coco Loco in the 8 spot. I'm not even going to try to say the spots here because they'll change every 2 seconds. Just kind of like the front here. We got 5 riders in the air at one time. Love to see it. Timing and scoring shows our Moto 1 winner, ASP, all the way back in that 11th spot. ASP is novice with a semi-rig and full-time mechanic. Hey, gotta do what you gotta do, my man. Oh, as we see it, ASP off of the track. Ooh, big crash with Jaxie and Toaster. Who do we got out in the lead? It is the man J-Lu in that number 1 spot. With Dooms in the 2 spot. We got Finley into the 3 as J-Lu goes off of the track into the sand section. Gonna lose a lot of spots here. Gonna lose about 3 to 4 spots by the looks of it.
But then I go down right here. Boom. And that's when I take the second to hit the record button, because I go, oh my god, I haven't been recording this whole time. And now we're back into it. We went down in 3rd, and now we're back up after we got punted one more time, I think, in there. but now we're in 11th, 12th, something like that. And we're just going to try to hold it down and maintain and kind of catch back up to these guys. I'm kind of kicking myself because I really wanted to be able to hang around those guys a little bit longer and learn what they're doing and how well they're doing it. And I wind up overcooking it into that turn. There's a huge kicker that started to develop right before that turn, and I go right down. Yeah, and once again, I just can't explain why I have such a hard time on this track in particular. It's just so bouncy, and there's so many little tiny micro bumps everywhere. I don't get it because I've raced on plenty of tracks that are similar bumpiness to this, and or more bumpy. Like I have a couple of the tracks from this year's pro racing that are harder tracks, kind of like across the board. And I get around those significantly better than I get around this track, and I don't know why that is. I don't know what it is in my setup that's making the bike so unhappy all the time. Because I go to other tracks like the Italian track for this year for the Pro League, and I have way less of a difficult time getting around that track than I do this track, where it just seems every single thing is trying to kick me up over the bars, or like, I don't know if it's some of the bumps are not like straight, so when you hit them, they're like glancing, you like glance off of them, and I feel the whole time like I'm just on a pogo stick, like even right there, right? I just feel like I'm bouncing on a pogo stick every moto. And I've got stuff turned down so that my rebound's not too fast. I shouldn't be bouncing, but whatever it is, I gotta figure it out if I run into another track that's like this, because it is just, it makes it kind of a bummer to race on, right? When you're just every single turn and straightaway that you come out of, you're like extremely unsure of what the bike is gonna do, right? It's a bad way to go racing, for sure. So for whatever reason, right about here, I finally start feeling it again. And for both Moto 1 and 2, like the next couple laps are probably the cleanest laps that I finally lay down, where I don't got a bunch of guys all over me and I can just pull up on guys. And right now, everybody who's ahead of me, they were several seconds ahead, and I wheel them right back in between these two laps. And we start making a push for 10th. Which is why I say, like, I know I should be up there. I should be able to, if I'm not making all these silly little mistakes and having a track that for whatever reason I just can't keep from bouncing around like a ping pong ball everywhere, I could be up around that top 5-ish area. we finally start laying them down, and I know at my current speed, I'm like, yeah, I'm pulling these guys in fast enough. I know I can get to 10th if I can just keep the rubber side down, you know? So 11th makes a mistake right there. He goes down, and I can see 10th right in front of me. So I'm really, really trying to lay down a heater here to catch up to him and pass him. And I can even see, I think that's 9th just ahead of him. So but then we overcook it into this turn, hit that big braking bump right there, and we go right off the track. But I think, hey, I still got some time, because it looked like he went down there too, or made a big mistake. So let's see if we can't catch back up to him. I think I can still do it, because I've been pulling in these guys pretty quickly around this track as long as I can have the rest of this lap be really clean. And with it being the last lap, everybody tends to get really nervous. My nervous laps are at the beginning of the race. At the end of the race, I usually feel just fine. Like, I wish I could start every race at the end of the race. If we could only do 14 minutes plus 2 laps from now, that'd be fantastic for me. But and then we go down in that turn that's just been causing me problems. Problem child all day, that turn. And yeah, that pretty much wraps it up. We're just not going to have the time to catch back up with them anymore. Oh, that was 13th. So I get back past 13th, and I had him on cuts anyways. I think I was in 12th. So that's where we finish. Moto 1, we did 16th, and Moto 2, we wound up doing a 12th, which is not that much better for Moto 1, but at least we pulled it off. So with a 16th in Moto 1 and a 12th in Moto 2, we get an overall of 13th lead to start the season. So until the next race, I will catch you guys next time. Once again, I had a lot of fun. Big shout out to all the ARK guys and stuff for spending their time to put this on. And yeah, I'll see you later, Moto heads. Bye.